What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Football Chatbox. My name is Ryan, and welcome to the Game Week 27 team selection stream. Hope you are all doing well, and hope Game Week 26 for you was pretty good as well. Now, I had a decent, I guess I had a pretty decent, good Game Week 27. 99 points, but after the hit 95 points, could have had a 100 pointer if I started a certain Lewis Hall over Mikalenko, I would have been in the 100 club. Assistant manager, we hit the assistant manager table bonus, which means 3 game weeks in a row we hit table bonus. We managed, I think we ended up on 56 points for assistant manager, and I'm glad I took the hit for Glasner. To be honest, it paid off nicely. So except for Lewis Hall, everything else, I think I started the best players I could. Prince sells in, and they start to stop keeping clean sheets. But yeah, Gabriel, Trent, Palmer, Clivert, Rogers. I mean, midfield was disappointing except for Salah and Mbeumo. Cunha, who I bought in, did really well. Isak obviously did well as well. And Lewis Hall, it is what it is. We got to sometimes take that on the chin and we keep moving. Still short of the inside top 1 million mark. So we'll try and see how we can go. Hopefully next game week we can, like this upcoming game week, we can try and get into the top 1 million. That would be very nice. And shout out to everyone in the chat, starting with Nick, Jamie, Manish, and Freddy. How are you all doing? Manish is saying he's getting Lacroix in game week 32. I mean, I'm probably going to get Munoz, but Lacroix also not too bad. But I still think Munoz will be the more higher attacking chance in terms of Crystal Palace defenders. Should I do assistant manager or free hit in game week 32? Game week a free hit, I would keep it for game week 34. Assistant manager, you can do 32, 33, and 31. Or you can do it in 36, 37, 38. If you want like the double, then you have to go 32, 33, 31, 32, 33 in terms of assistant manager. Because you want a free hit in game week 34. That should probably be your plan, Manish, if that's what you want. If you still have the assistant manager chip. So yeah, this is how the team is looking like. Now, obviously, from my team for this week, Morgan Rogers is a big problem. His FPL returns have dried up significantly, like nothing since Game Week 21. So that's an issue. And I have Endai, who's obviously disappointed. If I had Beto, I wouldn't have been in decision. I would have started Beto. But I've got Endai, and I kind of need to get rid of him. So I need to find either a replacement for Endai or Morgan Rogers. And I've got 2.4 million in the bank. So that's kind of where I'm at the moment. Jamie says, I still have all my chips except triple captain. Any ideas? So you're probably the same thing as Manish as well. So right now, based on how, because we don't know the doubles in terms of 33 and 36, we don't know how the doubles are going to be. But without knowing that information, right now the plan would be, if you have assistant manager, 31, 32, 33, free hit 34, bench boost in 36. Wildcard might have to be played in game week 30. Although I don't like playing the wildcard in game week 30 because you won't have enough information on what the doubles might be in 33 or 36 just yet. So because of that, I am kind of like not sure if I want to play. If I was in your situation, I'm not really sure if I would want to play the wildcard in 30 or not just yet. The other chance to play wildcard is obviously in game week 35. But by that time, I don't know. It depends on your squad and your structure of your squad as well, to be honest. Otherwise, if you wanted more information and you want to set your team up better, maybe playing wildcard 31, triple captain 30. Oh, I didn't even mention triple captain, no? For Jamie. Ooh. Actually, Jamie, you might have to play the bench boost in some kind of week that you can find. You'll have to play triple captain. If you play assistant manager like 31, 32, 33, you'll have to play triple captain 36 maybe, assuming Haaland can get like a double in 36. Otherwise, you do triple captain on Newcastle, Isak in 32, bench boost 33, free hit 34, And obviously wildcard in Gaming 31, and then assistant manager in 36, 37, 38. That's the other option. Morgan Rogers will be sent out from my team this week. It's just for who for. Yep, kind of need to decide as well. Morgan Rogers, I'm thinking Rogers is probably the one who I'm also going to look to sell. I can get to I can get to Bowen actually for 7.3. I have 7.7 if I was to sell Rogers. So I can get to Bowen, or 7.8 if I sell Endai. I can get to Marmoush as well. I still think Marmoush is not a bad option. Or Chris Wood. It's Marmoush or Chris Wood for that second striker spot for Gaming 29. So I kind of need to decide on that. Sell Endai for Beto or Woods. Yeah, that's it. So Chris Wood could be one. Beto. How long is Beto going to keep doing this? Am I just like going to ignore Beto as he continues to get points? Brentford, Wolves, West Ham. Realistically speaking, it's pretty decent fixtures. But I don't know. I'd rather prefer to have like a Chris Wood or a Marmoush over Beto. Just because they are in slightly better teams. 100 points exactly for me this week. Nice. Well done, Connor. Well played. So, in terms of like player options, right? Wolves, obviously, for people who are looking at Wolves, they've got the best run now. This is, I've put it onto Gaming 31 because that's kind of where people might look to wildcard if they're wildcarding, or will start playing like a system manager chips or whatnot. But I put it until 31. So that's kind of where my planning is at this moment. Just at least until Gaming 30 maybe. But Wolves are obviously the ones with the best run. And I've already got Cunha in. Now, I don't know if I want another second Wolves player because I don't see too many goals in them, except unless I went for like a Ant Nouri. I wouldn't look at any other Wolves player at this moment. Gomez is a no, probably not. So no other Wolves player for me. Do we reckon Gakpo starts versus Newcastle? Newcastle looking defensively unstable right now. It's hard to say, right? It's a very tough call, and even if you wanted to keep him for Newcastle, then you got PSG, Southampton, PSG. Do you think? Obviously, they don't have a FA Cup. Like they have a break, right? So no FA Cup for Liverpool because they're out of the FA Cup. So break for them over there. So it's like Newcastle break, PSG, Southampton, PSG. So do we see Gakpo playing in Southampton when he has PSG on either side as well? I guess that's the other question you have to ask. I guess the replacement right now would be Cunha if you don't have him. So it's Cunha versus Fulham, which I still don't mind because Cunha, like, regardless of fixture, Cunha just manages to get. If he gets a goal, he's like 3 bonus points as well, along with it, usually. Got 78 points. Will drop Robinson for Enzo this week. Robinson for Enzo? Oh, you mean like bench Robinson and start Enzo? Now, Chelsea, another thing, right? Chelsea, obviously, here's the thing with Chelsea. They've got the best 2 fixtures in the next 2 game weeks, Southampton and Leicester. But I don't even know if I can trust any of the Chelsea players right now. I don't know if I can even trust the armband with Palmer. Like, we've seen how shaky Newcastle are. I might as well just keep it on Salah again. I can't even trust Palmer with the armband. So, to get another Chelsea player on top of that, obviously now Neto, he looked good at the start. So maybe he could be an option, Neto, but I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? Like, would you go for another Chelsea player? I probably wouldn't go for Enzo because I still think Enzo like still a bit more of a defensive type. Like, it's either Neto or no one else, to be honest. Not good Nkunku. Can't trust Nkunku. Don't really want double Chelsea attack as well, to be honest. My 2 options this week are either Cunha and a 8.1 mid or Beto and a 10 million mid. Alright, let's look at some options, right? So now these are last 6 matches, the midfielders with the sorted by XGI. These are the midfielders who are doing pretty well. Now, obviously, Madueke is out injured, so he can be crossed out from this. You got Salah, Boomer, Sabosla, interestingly, but Sabosla has got a blank coming up, so you can't look at Sabosla as well. You got Palmer, obviously Mario injured, Minte, Clivert, Bruno Fernandes. Anyone want to go back to Bruno Fernandes? I don't know if I would want to. Honestly, I don't think I want to go back again. Ahmad would have been the perfect replacement for Morgan Rogers if he was fit. But unfortunately, he's out for the season. Elanga is there, but obviously tough fixture against Arsenal and then City, and then they have the good fixture in Ipswich, but before that, two tough ones. Dango, who now could be a bit of a problem given that Evan Nilsson is back, so that could that potentially come game week 29. Now Zabani is obviously sent off on a red, so that would mean that Dango probably plays like a wingback role. And then Evan Nilsson could play up front. Doesn't work for Dango as well in terms of as an FPL option. Zabani is out until the 15th of March, so he's out for game week 27 and 28. So he'll be back for 29. By which time I'm assuming Evan Nilsson will be also fit, so Dango might become an issue come game week 29. Enzo might have injured hamstring right at the end of the Villa game. Looks upset. Oh, okay. So want to watch and see that as well. Anyone but Bruno, please as well. Bruno got me 10-point assist ready. Fair enough. No, I don't think I can go to Bruno. I have enough heartache already watching Manchester United. I don't want to put an. I had Bruno in my field team. It was a bad decision. I don't know if I want to go back again. I mean, if you can go for like a 10 million midfielder, there's Phil Foden, but can you trust City? Probably not. I prefer Marmoush at this moment over Foden. Mitoma is there. Brighton have Bournemouth, Fulham, and City though, so not the easiest of fixtures for Brighton. The ones who stand out still are obviously Bournemouth, who stand out with their fixtures. Chelsea for the next two. I don't know which Chelsea players to trust. I mean, Beto not too bad, right? Until game week 29. Brentford, Wolves, and West Ham. United with Ipswich and Leicester. No, I should remove United from this list. I should avoid looking at United. City has Spurs, Forest, and Brighton, and Leicester, and United. Honestly, from an attacking point of view, these City fixtures are not too bad, to be honest. From an attacking point of view, it's not too bad. Defensively, City are a nightmare, so just don't bother even looking at City from a defensive point of view. Newcastle, unfortunately, had the blank, so we can't really focus on them right now. And if you have them, you have players of Newcastle, just keep them unless you need to like sell one to field 11, then yes. Forest, Arsenal, and City. Arsenal is the one that I'm a bit worried about with Forest. City, Ipswich, United. I don't really care. I think those are pretty good fixtures. Spurs, Brennan Johnson. Could Brennan Johnson be the answer? The only thing is, got City, Bournemouth at home, both of them. Not too bad. But then they got Fulham, which in 29, which might not be easy because it's Fulham at home, followed by Chelsea and Southampton. And then obviously you have West Ham, who have Leicester, Newcastle, Everton, Wolves, and Bournemouth. So Jared Bowen, who might be on penalties, I think, because Paqueta is out injured. So at least Bowen potentially on pens, at least for this week, and maybe against Newcastle as well, potentially. Because Paqueta is out injured. And then who else do we have? Like Wolves we've already spoken about. And Bowen in leaves me with 0.8. This might be the option. Yeah, so there you go. That could be an option. In terms of like, so these are the midfielders. Obviously, Jared Bowen is not on this list just yet because he's only just recently started performing. So at 1.61. But if I was to sort this by, I think let's sort this by last 4 matches to see whether we can get anything recent. The reason I'm sorting this by matches instead of game weeks is because obviously Liverpool have had double. Otherwise, it'll put all of the Liverpool players up. So instead of that, we're doing like in terms of games instead. So last 4 matches. When did Bowen come back from injury? Okay, he's been playing the last 3 games. 10-10. I'll take a 10-pointer in the next game, honestly. Legendary Bowen. Here we go. So, sorted by XG. Salah, obviously, first, Momo, Sabaslai, Palmer. How is Madueke in this list? Is this Madueke's last 4 matches? You know what? I should just sort this by just last 6 game weeks. And yeah, let's go last 4 game weeks. Let's just filter out the double game week players a bit. So I don't know if Madueke is coming on here because of it's looking at his last 4 matches. Is it? How long has he been injured for? Oh no, he's been there for the last 4 games. He was only out for the Aston Villa one. Okay, let me resort this again. Is there anyone in my team you would switch apart from Rogers? I'm 193 in the league. Okay, let's have a look and see. Let me load this again to last 4. Oh, this gives a slightly different situation. Actually, I should have done last 4 game weeks. Why did I switch it again? Hold on, let me switch this back. Let me load. So, Karan, how are you doing? Welcome. How are things going? So, who are we looking at? Jamie's 193. Alright, let me load Jamie. Before I load Jamie, let me switch this to last 4 game weeks because we got some different numbers. Last 4 game weeks, and I think matches gives like the players last 4. I think I don't know. Let's do last 4 game weeks. See what we get. Obviously, keep in mind that obviously the players who had doubles would be higher up on this list because of that. All right. Let's first look at Jamie. Obviously, Jamie has Onana, Mikalenko, Guardiola, Trent, Palmer, Salas, Ismail Sarr has got to go. Morgan Rogers has got to go. I would. How many transfers do you have, Jamie? I think Ismail Sarr and Rogers both will have to go, and obviously Endai as well. Karan says 32 in the league, 1.6 in the bank. No idea what to do. Now, Karan's obviously also. I think well, you were looking at Isaac to Cunha for some reason. I probably wouldn't do that. But then I think the question you need to ask yourself is how badly do you want Erling Haaland? Question. 1.6 in the bank, no free hit 29.70 for later, maybe roll. Langa can be there. Cole. Mikalenko. 1, 2. How many free transfers you said? How many free transfers do you have? You have 1 player, 2 player, 3 player. You're benching these 3 players, right? Yeah, you have to only bench 3 players. Would you look at potentially replacing Colville? That's the only thing I can think about. For another defender. Even Ain't Nuri, maybe. Maybe not for this week because they're playing Fulham. So you could probably roll. But then you would have to start. You start Colville this week, anyways, against Southampton. Yeah, you start Colville. You probably roll. Actually, you'll roll. Start Colville against Southampton and roll. Probably what I would do. Jamie says I only have 1.7 in the bank. Yeah, so in that specific case, Morgan Rogers probably first to go because he's also flagged. So you probably look to sell Rogers first. Since you have no okay, you can sell Rogers or you can do Endai to Cunha. You can do Rogers to Clivert, which is still, since you have no Bournemouth, and I still think Bournemouth are a pretty good option. But they're Brighton this week. Not the best of options, but it's still not too bad. Endai to Cunha, I don't think you can do, right? You don't have enough cash for that. So Rogers to Clivert, you probably might have cash potentially for that. And then you'll have to get Cunha after you sell Trent. Otherwise, there's no way for you to get Cunha. You need to sell Trent though. 1, 2, not really. Oh no, you might have to. These defenders can't be trusted. So yeah, you probably do Rogers to like a Clivert or something, and then later you will have to look into getting a Cunha by selling like an Endai. Selling Trent and selling Endai. Colville plays Southampton and Leicester. Yeah, so keep Colville. I think you roll. Honestly, you just roll in your situation. It's a really good squad. At this point, rolling is a luxury. Manish says 3 free transfers. I don't know who to go for. Where is your team, Manish? Let me know where the team is and I'll have a look at bringing it up. Chelsea just had a present. Nothing was said about Enzo, so take it easy, okay? Okay, fair enough. Then you should be okay. So yeah, let me go back to this data. Now, obviously, you got Embuemo, Ahmad, Madueke. Obviously, Ahmad and Madueke are out. So we got Jota, Salah, Fernandez, Enzo Fernandez. Interesting. Elanga is up here as well. Dokure, obviously, with the goal that he got. Palmer has gone down significantly. Why is these last 4 game weeks? No, yeah, okay. Savio, Semenyo, Bowen. The Bowen is up here as well. I might potentially look at Bowen. There's Neto as well. Thing is, Neto has more chances created. It's either Neto or Bowen. One of them I have to go for. Bowen being the talisman is probably a bit more of a better option. And then there's Brennan Johnson as well. The only thing with Brennan Johnson is 29 Spurs against Fulham. Not the best of fixtures. Obviously, West Ham against Everton is probably slightly more better. I don't mind that actually. The upside in Isak to Mateta for 26, 27, 28. Both blank in 29. Then do Mateta or Wood Isak in 30. No, the upside, I don't. How much money you're going to lose? That's the other thing, right? You'll be losing a significant amount of cash just doing that. Is that upside even worth it? Probably not. Like Mateta's fixtures are Aston Villa and Ipswich. So you're going to try to target. You're trying to target mainly Ipswich and Southampton. I mean, yes, there could be upside into it. No, I would say okay. There is over the next 3 game weeks, Liverpool, West Ham, and Brentford compared to Aston Villa, Ipswich, and Southampton. You assume Mateta should score more over the next 3 game weeks compared to Isak. However, how much cash are you about to lose by doing that move? Is the other question. Plus, put 8 points on top of Isak's score as well because you're doing 2 transfers. It's equivalent to, let's say, 4 points. Leicester is there for the taking. Yeah, that's why I'm thinking Bowen for this week. Just because Leicester is there for the taking. I think Freddie says I would go Bowen. Okay. So yeah, even if I was to like if I did Bowen, Rogers to Bowen, right, for this week, then next week I would have team like this. I don't mind playing again. Maybe I would start. I really want to start Lewis Hall against Robinson or Lewis Hall. With Bowen playing, I'll probably bench Lewis Hall. I'll probably start a team like this. I'll roll it, go into gaming 29, and then I'll have to sell and die. And Trent. If I was to sell and Trent and Endai, who could I get? 13.9 million. I'm thinking, do I use my free hit this weekend? No, don't use a free hit. I haven't got great fixtures. Really? I wouldn't. Jamie, I don't think I would use a free hit. It's not worth it. You can field 11 players, your upside is very low. Don't think I would field the free hit this week. Tiger, how are you doing? I mean, Onana against Ipswich, Mikalenko got not too bad. It's not too bad, I'll tell you that. I don't think it's as bad. Like Palmer, good fixture. Embuemo, good fixture. Salah, good fixture. Chris Wood, honestly, Forest at home, pretty good team. Arsenal, they are to be got at. Guardiola, obviously not the best. Trent just can deliver. I should say the same thing for Guardiola. He can get a goal on his day as well, to be honest. I don't mind this team. I don't think you need to press the free hit for this team. Tiger says I sent you a message. Okay, let me have a look. Pin this up. Oh no, also sent something. Anna with Potter assistant manager punt. So this is Tiger's team for 27. Tiger, I would start Isaac. And I'd bench Jacob Murphy. And how many transfers do you have, Tiger? I probably would. Yeah, I'd start Isaac. You have to start the penalty taker. Savinho. I'd also start Robinson over Pedro Porro, by the way. Essentially, yeah. And the Mrs. team. Can you tell me where in the mini league? Bring it up as well. Okay, hold on. I want to have a look at some options. Mateta, obviously, what did Current say? Points over price Isak to Mateta, then Wood to Isak before double game week. Fair enough. Then there is upside. Then there will be upside. The question is, do you need to do it this week though? End of the day, it's still Palace against Aston Villa. It's not too bad, but Villa have got a few of their defenders back, right? Newcastle have Liverpool. Not great, but I wouldn't say Liverpool's defense is airtight as well. The only thing it's at Anfield, which means Liverpool have the upper hand on it. Check my chat message. Alright, let's have a look. Let us have a look. Where did you send it? Which one, Karen? Oh wait. Oh, you mean in this thing? Yeah. Okay. So, points over price. I guess the question is, do you want to do it this week, or can you just roll this week and then do it next week to target Ipswich and Southampton? Okay, I'll stick tight and get Rodgers out, says Jamie. Yep, that's probably the better way. I listened to all your podcasts last week. Legend. Well done. Hopefully it was useful. I think we had a good discussion last week as well. What do you think of the captain and vice captain on my team? Salah, vice captain. Sorry, captain Salah is fine. Vice captain is all. Vice captain, you can put it on Embuemo as well. But I would start Isak, to be honest. Can I transfer? Start Isak, bench Murphy. Start Isak, bench Murphy. Savinho, I mean, it's okay, not too bad. How many transfers do you have in the team? I'd probably start Robinson as well or Pedro Porro. If you wanted to do a transfer, I still think Joe Pedro to Cunha is one transfer potentially. But you can skip it for one more week. You don't have to do it this week itself. You can roll the transfer and start Isak, start Robinson over Pedro Porro. Those are the only two I think I would do. When in doubt, roll thanks to the confirmation bias. Yes. Think you can wait one more week and then target those two fixtures. Wanted to. I see the upside, but yeah, you can wait one more week. Now, if I was to do this whole, I did Marmush at 6.8 for a defender. No way I'm getting a defender that's worth 6.8. Gaming 29. Who is of any use? I was looking at 8 Nuri for 29. Which meant I have 2.1 million in the bank. I could have used that 2.1 million to further move from even Bowen to a 9.4. So I have a 9.4 million option I can go to. So is it Bowen? Or do we go for someone else apart from Bowen? Nuri, the best defense. Yeah, Nuri against 29 is probably the best option I can get. Which we already have. So, yep. Bench Murphy for who? Isak. I'd start Isak. Have a look at my team 102 in the middle league. Already had a really good game week as well. Oh, by the way, Tiger, where is the missing what spot in the mini league? Can you let me know? I might be able to find it. Okay. Oh, found it out. Found it. Okay, let's look at Freddy first, and then we'll look at 11 people watching. Like and subscribe. Yes, indeed. Hit that like, hit the subscribe, guys. We are 973 subscribers. And hit the like, hit the subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. And obviously, if anyone wants to join our YouTube memberships, that is also available if you want to support the channel. Alright, so Freddy, 97 points. Alison Becker with 8 points. Gabriel, Munoz, Robinson, Palmer, Clivert, Bruno, 10-pointer. Django, Salah, Buwisa, and Isak with Gakpo on the bench. And I know and also Emery, 8-pointer. I know Freddy has done Gakpo to Cunha, who will be playing here with, who are you benching, Freddy? Clivert? No, you'll be probably benching Dango, right? Oh, who would you be benching? Clivert or Dango? Or is someone else maybe? Are you looking to bench someone else? That's kind of what I wanted to know. And then obviously, I guess Mrs. 59, Pickford, slot, who? Pickford, Robinson, Aina, Gabriel, Milinkovic, Palmer, Salah, Rogers, Clivert, Wood, Gakpo. Hall on the bench. I would sell Gakpo potentially. Honestly, actually, before selling Gakpo, I'd sell Ahmad and I'd sell Endai. Depends on how much money. 1.3 plus another 1.5 from slot. I think you can do Ahmad. Actually, you can do Endai to Cunha. I think she has the cash to do Endai to Cunha. And then do you have cash to do Ahmad to... Depends on how much money is left in the bank. To do this move, Ahmad to someone. Depends on the amount of cash left in the bank. Who would you go for? You should probably go for Embuemo. Embuemo should still be one of the players. Cunha and Embuemo over here would also be like a different player, but I'm not sure who I'd punt on. So Tiger, that's probably something you need to tell the missus. Bench Murphy for who? Oh, I think I answered that right. For Isak. And Freddy says Dango. Bench Dango, I think. Yeah, bench Dango. Bowen says Kushan. Yeah, I think Bowen could be the play, but I don't know if they'll have enough cash. Like, do And unless you do Gakpo to Cunha, and then you'll have cash to do Ahmad to Bowen as well, and start Bowen over Rogers. But even then, the defense is still not the best. Double Forest against Arsenal this week. I have to play 4-4-2. Ideally, you need to get rid of Ahmad, and you could do Endai to Beto. All depends on how many transfers she has. I need to see how many transfers she has based on that. Eliza, how are you doing? Rogers to Bowen for the vibes. I am here for the vibes. That's kind of what I'm thinking at the moment as well. Do I go for the vibes with Jared Bowen? I actually don't mind it. I don't know what the predicted points modules would say. Probably have Bowen on high, but let's have a look. I'm not one. I just use models to see, but I very rarely follow it per se. If I did follow it, maybe my FPL optimized chart would look different. Fortunately, my chart looks like a nightmare, straight from hell. Okay, but you guys are not looking at. FPL optimized for this week has Palmer, Bowen 6.3. But who does it have in top? I still can't believe it has 180. Bowen is there. Okay, so I might even go for Bowen. Of course, Bruno Fernandes is up there. Why won't he be? Who do they have as forwards? Cunha, Wood, Haaland, Raul, Vissa, Beto, and Marmoush. Marmoush is below Beto. Oh, guys, I'm getting a turn. Compared to analytics, I don't want to compare myself to the analytics team. Let's just compare to Prime. I'm going up. I'm climbing. I am climbing finally. About Clivert in for Rogers. Clivert in for, yeah, I don't mind that as well. Clivert for Rogers, I think is pretty good. I already have Isak in the team. I bench Murphy. Yes. Mrs. has 3 transfers. Okay, so Gakpo to Cunha, Ahmad to Jared Bowen, and after that, honestly, after that, I'm wondering maybe Rogers, but to who? Brian Mbuemo, if you can. You know what you could do, because you have no Isak here. Next week she can go punt on it. She can do Endai to Mateta. What like Aaron was thinking of doing, Endai to Mateta, and just bench Mateta the following week. So you get Mateta for like 29, 28 and 30, and benches Mateta in 29. But yeah, this week maybe Gakpo to Cunha potentially, and like Ahmad to Bowen would be the plan. Do you think Garnacho is a differential? Garnacho doesn't even start every week, so probably not. No, he's a very bad. He's an unreliable differential, I would say. Unreliable differential, because I can't tell you when he's going to start and when he's not going to start. Elazar says, I've had 4 consecutive red arrows. How? Just wrong moves or what happened? Do you think I read that? Tendai, how are you doing? 100 points this week. Wow, well done. Up 176k. Thinking Cliver to Bowen and Endai to Beto for a -4. Oh, interesting moves. But why? Let's have a look. Said you were 47. So Flecken, Munoz, Timber, Trent, Clivert, Mitoma. This is why. Chris Wood, Isak. Oof. Lucky there. So you were doing Endai to Beto. 2 million in the bank. You'll get another 1.5. So 3.5 million. Okay, I can see your reasoning. or why you want to do Clivert to Bowen, and you are going to do Endai to Beto. If you do Endai to Beto, you will be benching Chris Wood this week. Is it needed though? You really need to do that -4 when you could just start Chris Wood? I mean, it's Forest at home. I don't think you need the cash, right? Cash you have enough, right? You also need to. You have Trent, Munoz, Salah, and Isak, all who won't be available. I think one of them you'll probably be losing, right? Trent, you probably lose in gaming 29. The other three you look to bench. This is assuming, obviously, you're not playing the free hit in 29 as well. Yeah, Clivert has gone cold for me. Not sure either. Just take out Endai. Take out Endai. Do you want to go for Beto or do you want to go for like a Cunha? There are also a few other options like Marmoush. Is there any? I want to look at forward again. There's Marmoush. There is Wisa, obviously. And obviously, Beto has been on insane form. These are your forwards. Cunha. Haaland's up there. Where is here? Where's Marmoush? He's here. Well, penalty area touches. 4 shots inside the box. Who's had the highest? Raul Jimenez, Solanke. Might bench boost 29. Wait, how are you bench boosting in 29? How are you bench boosting in 29? I'm kind of confused. Okay, where's your team again? We're gonna close a few teams. Jamie, closing yours. Karan, closing yours as well. Tendai, how are you bench boosting in 29? You've got Endai, Salah, Isak, Manoz, all blanking. They don't have a fiction 29. A free hit. Oh, that makes more sense. Why do you really need to free hit when you can field like 11 players? Because you have Flecken who plays in 29, Timber. You'll just have to sell like a Trent. You have Timbers, Palmers, Embuemo, Mitoma, Chris Wood, obviously Clivert, and then whoever you replace Clivert with will also play in 29. Castanega in 29, Murillo in 29 as well. Who has Ipswich as well? Should add. You don't really need to free hit in 29. I'd save the free hit for like 34, if anything. I think that'll be a bigger blank 29. But if you're going to free hit in 29, then you should target Palace now itself. Like you should go and get like a Mateta or something like that. Otherwise, you're not utilizing the free hit in 29, I would say. Ooh, interesting stat from Palmer about Palmer for home matches. Embuemo and Salah, with 9 each, are the only midfielders to have scored more goals in home games than Palmer. Palmer is on 8 goals compared to Embuemo and Salah, who have 9 goals each at home. And Semenyo with 56 shots has taken. I think the only Semenyo has taken more shots at home than Palmer. 56 compared to Palmer's 50. Palmer is also top for shots on target in home games amongst midfielders and top for chances created in home games, 34. And only Saka has created more big chances than Palmer's 9. Does that make you want to captain Palmer? Would you be tempted in captaining Palmer, people? Thanks, mate. No worries. You're welcome. So who here is tempted in captaining Palmer? That is something that I'm interested in. I'm going to put a poll. Simple poll. Obviously, we'll run it in the deadline stream as well. But I want to know where people stand right now. Let's see. 10 people here. And whoever else joins us as well. Of course. Where are people going for captaincy in 27? Palmer captain for sure, says Varun. Ooh. I mean, is this one of the weeks to go differential? I haven't seen enough on Palmer though. But then again, it is Southampton and Leicester. Thing is, if he does well in Southampton, everyone's going on Leicester. Will they? Yes. Everyone probably is going on Leicester. Oh no. No. People are captaining Salah against Southampton. My bad. So if he does well, will people captain Salah against Southampton? Will Salah play versus Southampton? He may be rested, right? There's a good chance to rest Salah against Southampton. Will we know that information though? Maybe we might get a leak of Salah, potentially. Pictures brings form. True. Very true. But Salah is Mr. Consistent, who's been getting like a goal and assist. I don't know. We'll see. I think I'm interested to know where people go with. So yeah, just to show everyone the numbers. These are for the strikers right now. Sorry, these are defenders actually. These are the strikers. Mateta obviously on top. Isak, Chris Wood, Beto, Haaland, and Wissa are like from the available ones. Gabriel Jesus not there. Jackson also not there. Watkins has a blank. And Endai is obviously injured as well. So Mathis Cunha after that. So anyone picking strikers? Guess Chris Wood is probably the best option for Gameweek 29, followed by maybe Marmoush. If anyone can get Haaland, then yeah, obviously Haaland, but I think Haaland's too expensive to. Yeah. Southampton is the weakest defense. I'm going Salah just once. Yeah, points. And then obviously we have midfielders. Obviously, Mbeumo is on top, followed by the Liverpool lads because of their double. Enzo Fernandez, interestingly, is up here. We got Minte, Doucouré, Savio. Bowen is just below as well. And then you've got obviously the likes of Clivert and Semen. Can I use wildcard 30 or 31? I think 31 a wildcard because I don't have assistant manager. I can play the wildcard in 31. If I had the assistant manager, I'll be in a bit of a tough spot. Because I don't have it, I'm in 31 wildcard for me. At this moment. Let's see. But yeah, 31. Muhin, how are you doing? Welcome. How are things going, Muhin? Damn, 6 votes and it's still 50-50 between Salah and Palmer. That's insane. Now, obviously, defensively, Newcastle haven't looked great, but so are Southampton. Last 6 game weeks, Chelsea are up here for XG because they're not putting the ball in the net. Significant underperformance, -3 underperformance. Liverpool obviously second, City, Newcastle, and then at the bottom you got Ipswich, Leicester, Southampton, and West Ham. For defense, Fulham, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Everton. At the bottom, you got Southampton, Ipswich, Man United, and Leicester. You have Newcastle just below there as well. Newcastle, Forest, and Southampton have conceded more than what they should have. And then you have Ipswich, who are just like significantly conceding more than what they should be conceding. That could be down to just a very bad goalkeeper. Bad goalkeepers could be a part in terms of like Ipswich with Leicester, Forest, and Newcastle. I think maybe there could be some outliers with the trashings they just got as well. The hammered in against City for Newcastle. Obviously, Forest just got hammered as well. Leicester's just been getting hammered and every week at this point. Munoz was on my bench. I feel you. Not to that extent, but I also had the situation where I had all on my bench. It is what it is. Start Rogers or Otara? Otara. I'd start Dango. Rogers, I probably wouldn't start. I think Rogers is not looking good because Asensio and Rashford are all doing well. So Rogers is now being shoved out to the right because of that as well, and kind of not in much stuff. Yeah. All on my bench says DVM. Oh no. Welcome to the club. And here I am about to, bench Lewis Hall again because it's Liverpool, so I kind of have to bench him. But this time he'll be second sub instead of like third sub. Don't really want to be starting Robinson against Cunha, but can't really see Newcastle keeping a clean sheet. Can't see Everton keeping a clean sheet as well. And maybe Robinson might have a slight chance, if anything. I guess you could say Lewis Hall has the chances of like the assist that he got, even when losing the clean sheet. But yeah, they could concede quite a bit as well, and then I'll be like on 0 point whatnot. Sell Rogers, if yes, for whom? If you have money to go to Bowen, I'd probably go and get Bowen. I think Bowen might be one of the players this week. You have the money to do it. I mean, there is potentially you could try a Chelsea player again. I don't know if I would go Enzo. I probably wouldn't. Neto could be very tempting for Chelsea, but I just don't trust him enough. Well, I just don't trust Chelsea enough, maybe, to be honest. In terms of like midfielders that are there for the next 3 game weeks, Palm is on top. Salah, Jared Bowen is 4th for expected points. I'd probably, if you can get to Bowen, I'd probably go and get Bowen. If you can't get to Bowen, so is maybe a punt, or you could also go Kudus. Ivan says 50-30 in the league, 1 free transfer, going to do Endai to Cunha. What's my starting 11? Have a look. 3 you say, and you're doing Endai to Cunha. Endai to Cunha, so Cunha will start over Morgan Rogers. Oh. Do we think Johnson will start against United? Probably not, no. I think your starting 11, Ivaner, Mikolenko and Hall. Honestly, I made the same mistake as you and benched Mikolenko. I mean, benched Lewis Hall. I would probably start Lewis Hall. Yes, both of them might lose their clean sheets, but at least I have slightly more faith in Lewis Hall to get some attacking returns than I do in Mikolenko, to be honest. That's kind of my reasoning. Should I do Watkins to Cunha this week? Now free hit 29. Watkins to Cunha. Yeah, you could do Watkins to Cunha this week. You could do that, yes. Good. Mamush to Cunha. Mamush to Cunha. Ooh, is there anyone else that you can do to Cunha? still think Mamush is a decent option to have. The guy takes so many shots and like he's very selfish as well as a player. So that's kind of someone like you want for FPL as well. Anyone else you have in your forward line, Divyam? Yeah, Mikalenka is no attacking threat and Hall is more upside, so starting on. Yeah, yep. That's exactly the reason. Glasner came so clutch. I am glad I took that hit. Glad I took that hit. So yeah, I'll be doing Rogers to Owen for this week. Because that's kind of where my upside is. Like either that or like the next game is Chelsea versus Southampton, but obviously there's no Chelsea forward that we want, so there's no upside there. And obviously there's no Man United forward I want as well. Marmoush could do something against Spurs though, which is why I don't really want to sell Marmoush. It's Isak Wood and him. Oh, you're in a tough spot. I don't know if I would sell Marmoush necessarily this week because it's Spurs and Spurs defense is still pretty dodgy. I mean, Ipswich had some really good chances at like the first 10 minutes against Spurs. Ipswich had some chances. So I don't know if I would necessarily sell Marmoush. I think it's a good fixture for him. I'd probably keep because Wolves against Fulham. Fulham is not the easiest of fixtures as well, to be honest. How many points did you get this game week? This week I got 95 after the hit. Are you free hitting in 29? No. I'm keeping the free hit for game week 34. Keeping the free hit for game week 34. Nice one. Yes. What's your overall rank? Hopefully next week is the week we can, get into the top 1 million. So far this season has been a nightmare. The number you see above my head. Um, all right. Now, um, anything else? Anything else? Well, before we look to it, I dropped from 1.2 to 3 in like 3. What? What happened? How? Like differential captains or what was the reasoning? That's a massive drop. Or just didn't play chips. Had 25 points on my bench. That's because of Waymo, right? I'm in the 200k area. Yes, you're doing really well. Well played, well played. I think I'm a Captain Palmer this week. We have played 26 games. In 14 games, we have considered 3 or more. Yeah, I'm still kind of tempted, but I don't know to do it. I think I might have to take a few risks, honestly, to try and claw some rank. A tough risk given that Newcastle have been hammered every Like the last couple of weeks, Newcastle have considered quite a bit. Shall I transfer? No, what transfer, Tiger? I think your team, the one that you showed, is set after you made the fusions. I don't think you need to make a transfer this. No chips. I have everything but wildcard left. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Then you have to play it a bit more smarter. I think you need to get like good players, some sensible captain calls. You might have to occasionally take some risk as well to try and claw back rank. But yeah, don't worry. We are here to help you try and get like the chat and obviously myself will try and give suggestions to try and get you like up in terms of the ranks. And try and do our best. The plan. Okay. Said all of that. I think we'll look to end it here. And I'll be live for the deadline stream tomorrow night / early morning in Australia, wherever you guys are in terms of the world. I'll be live for the deadline stream. I'll probably look to record a video now after this, talking about maybe some replacements for Morgan Rogers. But yeah, I think we will look to end it here. So don't transfer. Nah, don't make any transfers. Team is fine. Just do the substitutions that I mentioned. I think you've already done. Which man? Oh, table bonus. Oh, yes. But you can't have and going all in Spurs. Okay, so table bonus. I forgot. There are still managers with the table bonus active. Teams that have table bonus for this week would be Brighton are playing Bournemouth. They don't have table bonus. Palace against Villa. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, Palace against Villa should be a table bonus. So anyone who still has Glasner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think you should qualify for Palace versus Villa. So Glasner should have table bonus. Wolves against Fulham would also have table bonus. So Pereira and Glasner, anyone who did those managers can kind of keep it on them if they wanted to. Chelsea, Southampton, obviously no table bonus. Brentford, Everton, I don't think has table bonus. Nope. United, Ipswich, no table bonus. Forest, Arsenal, also no table bonus. Spurs versus City. Obviously, that has table bonus. Spurs have always been the boogie team for Manchester City. So, Ange, Pereira, Glasner, Liverpool, Newcastle, 1, 2, no table bonus there. And West Ham versus Leicester also has no table bonus. So, 3 games, Ange, Glasner, and Pereira. For anyone who's looking at table bonus, I might, if you have Glasner, I might still keep it on Glasner. Honestly, I think that's not a bad option. I also don't mind Wolves against Fulham and against City. That's the more riskier one. But Spurs have always had City's number, but still feels risky. Murphy for who? As I already have Isak in my team. So you'll be benching Murphy, right? You can bench Murphy, start Isak, start Robinson as well if you wanted over Pedro Porro. You'll play a 3-4-3 formation. If you want to sell Murphy, it's for Bowen. You can sell Murphy for Bowen and bench either Savinho or Joe Pedro, one of the two. That's another move that you can do, Tiger. If you have the cash to go to Bowen, Murphy to Bowen is what I would say. And bench either Savinho or Joe Pedro. One of them gets benched. Maybe Joe Pedro, potentially. But yeah, you'll have to make that decision. When's the game week deadline? Game week deadline is tomorrow, or basically Wednesday early morning in Australia. But you should be able to see it over here. For me, it's at 5 o'clock in the morning Sydney time on Wednesday. That might be 3 o'clock in the morning your time on the Wednesday. All right. Any final questions? I will. Hopefully that helps the question in terms of table bonus. Um, who were you on table bonus? You on Glasner? I mean, you can still keep it on Glasner. I think he does get the table bonuses. So yeah, Glasner still has table bonus. I wonder. You can still keep it on him. Either is that it's that or Ange or Pereira or Wolves. You doing a live stream? Yes, we will be doing a live stream. Right. I think we'll look to end it there. Shout out to everyone who has been watching. Tiger, Ivana, Divyam, Freddy, Muhin, Varun, Tendai, Gushan, Jamie, Elazar, Karan, who else? Who else? Who else? Manish, Connor, Nick, and Tin, and anyone else. Thank you all for watching. What is table bonus? It's basically when you play the assistant manager chip. Um, if you were to get a manager like this week, I got Glasner in, and he was playing Fulham, and Fulham were 5 positions up above Crystal Palace. So if the manager wins, like he beats a team that is 5 places or higher above his team, he'll get like 10 points. That's the table bonus. So yeah, there's a video I've done on the channel as well, which should be able to find and explains that. Cool. I'll end it there. I'll see you all for the live stream tomorrow, and I'll probably look to record a video today or just after this for some replacements for certain Morgan Rogers. And maybe also Gakpo. I think Gakpo replacements same thing as last video, so I'll probably look only for Rogers replacement. All right, thank you all for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all later. Peace out, everyone. Have a good night.